Hello YouTube world, my name is Serenity and welcome to Staying Serene. Today I'm going to be sharing on scholarship opportunities for international students. Now if you didn't know, I am a Bahamian student at the University of the Bahamas North. I'm looking forward to going off fall 2020, and so as an international student I'm keeping my eyes and ears open for scholarship opportunities that are available to me, and I just want to share what I've learned so far and tips on finding opportunities as an international student and what you should look out for. So number one is to consider scholarships that are referred to you. Now, what I mean by this is scholarships that are recommended to you by teachers, by family, friends, by your parents, and look out for these opportunities because I know that I've been sent things through WhatsApp on scholarship opportunities that are available to me as a Bahamian student. So keep your eyes and ears open to any opportunity that's available to you and consider all scholarships that are referred to you. So my number two tip is to be organized with all the scholarships that are available to us and all this information we need to be organized. And what I do to make sure that I'm organized is that I have a folder on my laptop where I have everything that I would need for a scholarship. Right. In this folder, I have my results for my APs, SATs, BGCSEs. I have my transcripts, unofficial, from UB North and from BMES. I have results. I have my resume and acceptance letters, and I have this all compiled in one folder. So at any given moment, there's a scholarship available, and I only have like a limited amount of time. I won't be looking around for all this information. I have it all in one folder. I can just go directly to it and find basically the requirements that are needed. And I can prove that I'm accepted and what I've done and my results and stuff like that. So it's really good to have like a folder where everything is that you would need for a scholarship. And this could be either a physical folder or an online folder. You might have physical, your physical diploma, your physical results. Those are important too. But I do encourage you to have a backup just in case this gets misplaced or lost. You will have an online copy so you can still be able to get your results out there. My next tip for organization is to have a master list of scholarships. So make a list of all the scholarships that you're interested in, and maybe you want to put like a little tick box next to it. So when you know that you've finished the application process for that scholarship, you can just tick it off. So I have like a list of scholarships that I'm interested in, that I'm looking at, and I'm making sure that I am taking the steps necessary to complete these scholarships, and I know what scholarships that I'm interested in. Number three is to understand the requirements. And this one is very important because you don't want to apply to a scholarship that you actually cannot qualify for. So it's very important. If you need to ask questions, if you need to email the scholarship program or talk to someone on the phone to get a better understanding, I encourage you to do it because you need to know exactly what they're requiring for you and what you need for this scholarship. And my tip for this is that I found out that I didn't qualify for a few scholarships because scholarships are only designated for first-year students. And I'm not a first-year student, I'm a transfer student. And so my requirements, the requirements are different for me, and I'm not going to fulfill the requirement as a first-year student. So I encourage you to make sure that you pay attention to the requirements and what is necessary for the scholarship, because if you don't meet the requirements, you're not going to get the scholarship. No matter how good it is, if you do not meet the requirements, you're not going to get the scholarship. Number four is to be aware of government scholarships. So there's different types of scholarships, right? And there's scholarships that are available by school. So when I talked earlier about first-year students, there's some schools who only give scholarships to first-year students. And so there's scholarships that are only pertaining to certain schools. And encouragement with that, with school scholarships, is there's some scholarships that are over a bunch of schools. So there's a scholarship that's available for these 10 schools on this list. They have that for the Ministry of Education. And I encourage you to make sure you research each school, and you may need to use resources like a college calculator or niche to see which schools are best for you to apply to get that scholarship, because there are certain scholarships that are only for certain schools. And then with government scholarships, there's scholarships for your home country. So there's a lot of scholarships for the Bahamas in the Ministry of Education, but there's also scholarships in places that you want to go. So for instance, I'm thinking of going to Canada. There are actually scholarships in Canada. So you need to look at all instances. You need to look at scholarships that are for schools. You need to look at scholarships that your government may give you if you go to certain schools, or if you have a certain major, Or if you just have, they might have some scholarships that are unspecified, where they don't specify a major or school you have to go to, but they will be giving you this money towards your degree. So be aware of your government scholarships, be aware of your options that you have, and explore them. My extra tip for you, during this time, during the coronavirus and stuff, there are certain schools that are extending their deadlines because they know how hard it is, to get everything that you need during this time and how it can be stressful. So they've extended their deadlines. Now, I'm not sure what schools are doing this, and not every school is doing this, but I encourage you to take advantage of the fact that certain schools are extending their deadlines for their scholarships. You may have missed a scholarship, but it may be extended now. So make sure that you double check right now, because these scholarships are being extended because of the time that we're in right now. So I encourage you, make sure you take advantage of that time and make sure that you do your best. It's not going to be as easy as it would have been before this time, but make sure that you have the emails you have all the contact information so you can get your transcripts or whatever else you need for the scholarship programs. And my very last tip for you guys is that it's okay to be rejected. We do not like rejection, but when you put yourself out there and when you're applying to scholarships, you may get rejected. And that's okay, because you have options. And I'm sure that you've applied to every scholarship that you can. And if one you are rejected by, there are more that you can fall back on. I mean, I've been recently rejected by a scholarship, and you know what? That's okay, because I know that there are other scholarships that I'm applying to that I might be able to get. And I also want to encourage you not to look too much at the amount, because money adds up. So it might be just a $1,000 or $2,000 scholarship, but don't be discouraged, because all that money can add up, and it could help you towards your degree. So I encourage you, especially my international applicants, to look at all of the scholarship opportunities that are available to you as an international student or as a minority group. And I hope that you will find scholarships that are for you, and I pray that you will be blessed by this video, that you will find scholarship opportunities, that you will be favored. And I thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I hope that you stay safe during this time. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you are blessed in your scholarship opportunities. Okay, guys, bye.